Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Chucks here. I am bringing you a very quick review. This is not a full in-depth review, just a quick couple of things I want to touch on, like a quick pros and cons list for the HappyRun G50 Pro e-bike. Just going to give you guys kind of my first impressions, what's going on here, what you would expect from this thing, or what to expect. Sorry, so let's just go ahead and dive right into it. Let's go ahead and start off with the pros and the very reason why I actually purchased this e-bike. The specs are as follows. It looks like it's going to come with a 2000 watt hub motor and a 48 volt 25-hour amp battery. That alone is why I bought the bike. Now, full discretion, something really weird happened. I don't know if it was on deal. I don't know what happened. I don't know how to explain this, but I got this bike for $799, just under $800 off Amazon. And when the package arrived, I opened it up. I wanted to kind of give it a quick review as well online. It was no longer available. Like, the purchase I made said it was no longer there. The product was no longer there. Something went wrong. It was weird. It was very, very weird. And then I saw it relisted again for $1,000. I don't know why. So as far as I'm concerned, this bike is now $999, $1,000. I'm sorry. I don't know why. But nonetheless, you guys can gauge whether or not this bike is going to be worth it. Half twist throttle. So that's going to be an in-between thing. The categories are going to be, like I said, pros, in between, and the cons of this bike, which there are a couple. I'm going to get into those. And I mean, you kind of are going to have to expect some cons with a bike at this price range. So let's go ahead and get right into it. 48 volt, 25-hour amp battery. Great range. Good range. I just got done fully 100% charging it. In my full in-depth review, I'm sorry, I think I just turned it off. Yeah, it's got an on-off switch here. Yeah, I turned it off. It is fully charged, and when I do my full in-depth review, I will be doing the actual high speed, the top speed of this bike. I have gone to 35 miles per hour, even without it being fully charged, so that's good. And that is in no large part thanks to this guy here, let me get on this side, 48 volt 25 amp hour. It says right there, I don't know what, for the wheelbase. 20-inch wheelbase. The 20-inch wheels right here. This is a 2000 watt hub motor, so big motor. Hub motors aren't the torquiest, so yeah, it gets to 35, just it takes a little while to get to there, but you will eventually hit that 35 mile per hour range. Just those two things alone is why I bought the bike. I need something with a little bit of range, a little bit of speed, and I got them. The charger is super slow. It's not the fastest charger on the bike, so charging time on the battery is going to take a while. Another pro that I absolutely love about this bike is actually this guy here. This headlight is one of the most impressive headlights I have ever seen. Let me just go ahead and turn it on real quick. So battery's on, gotta make sure that. Then you press this on button here, and then it comes with this card key, kind of like a hotel NFC reader. You tap it right here on the screen, and the bike is on. There's nothing wrong with the display, it's just that's how it picks up on camera. Color LCD display, fully charged, as you can see. Let's turn on the headlight here. And you get a lot of beeps with every indicator that you put on, every button you press. So yeah, that you can't really tell. Obviously, it is super bright out here. Bright California day, so you can't really tell right now. But at night, I am illuminating every street sign, every pothole. I can clearly see the road all the way up into the trees. I can see birds nests, like branches. Like, it's ridiculous the visibility this thing gives you. I absolutely love this headlight. Every single thing that you press comes with a little bit of an indicator and makes little noises. You can press both turn signals, and it gives you a bit of a hazard light here in the back. Kind of cool. I do like that. So unfortunately, the horn isn't the loudest, but it's loud enough. Whatever. It'll let some people know that you're coming through. Those are going to be it for the pros. That's kind of a short list. It is what it is. This next category is called the in-between. Now, you can take it or leave it as a pro or a con. Some people will see it differently. First things first, this bike comes with something like a cruise control. So once you hit a certain speed, I know the G50 regular, the HappyRun G50 also has this feature. It's like the cruise control. Once you hit a certain speed, I'm not sure what speed it is, but once you hit a speed and leave it at that speed, maintain it, you can actually take your hand off the twist throttle and it will just keep zooming. Caught me off guard. Did not expect that. I was going down the street when I did my first initial ride. I let off the throttle, but I noticed my acceleration kept going. I freaked out for a split second, squeezed the brakes, and yeah, that was just a bit of a surprise, but you can take that or leave it. The other in-between thing, whether it's a pro or a con, it's up to you. This seat is very, very soft. Maybe a little too soft. Now, I'm not the heaviest guy. I'm 6 feet. I'm 163 pounds right now. I sink in the seat. I sink a little bit, and I can only imagine after like a 40-minute ride, which I do go on long rides sometimes, I can only imagine after a while, it's going to get a little uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't know about that. It might hurt for a bit, but that is what it is. What it is. That's kind of going to be it for the in-between. Let's talk about the cons. The bad part about this bike. So this really soft seat is not adjustable, unfortunately. So this seat is not adjustable. If you want to be a height specific bike, it's going to be a little odd. I am a 32 inseam. I am comfortably like riding on the bike. If my wife were to try to use this bike, she'd have a little bit of trouble because it's not adjustable. Yeah, that's kind of a con to me. I like a bike that can adjust, or at least I can swap it out for one that can, at least I can swap it out or something. But no, this seat is locked. Another con, unfortunately, it's going to have a little bit more cons than it will have pros, in my opinion. It's not a super heavy bike. It's a very light bike, but it can go a little fast, and with these kind of faster bikes, you want really, really good stopping power. It comes with hydraulic brakes. However, those hydraulic brakes are on 160 millimeter rotor disc brakes. I would like to see at least 180 on these guys, but that's just me. I'd be really happy if it came with a 180. Another unfortunate con, and this one is kind of, well, it isn't kind of bad. It's really, really bad in my opinion. The suspension on the front fork and the rear fork, I don't believe are adjustable at all. And because of that, this is one of the worst suspensions I've had on an e-bike. I've owned 3. This is the worst suspension I've ridden on. It's it's bad. I don't know what else to say about that. It's bad. I'd like to see a little bit more of an adjustable. It's just bad, man. It is bad. And this cassette. This is almost every e-bike nowadays comes with the Shimano cassette, the 7-gear Shimano cassette. This cassette is kind of small, like really small. So it really doesn't matter what gear you're on, especially going anything past like 20 miles per hour. it is absolutely useless to be pedaling. It's just useless. There's no reason to be pedaling. It doesn't make a difference when you're going uphill, downhill, whatever. For pedaling, if you're just using the motor, it actually has pretty good climbing power. I've gone up hills. There's a lot of hills in my area, and hasn't given me a problem so far. But that is my quick in-depth review. I'll be doing like a full review with the top speed. Like I said, I've gone to 35 miles per hour, but that was right out of the box. Oh, that was another thing, actually. I should have added this to the pros. So I just took it right out of the box, assembled it. Pretty easy assembly. I did swap out my front tire with a kind of like a more street performance tire. Also, there's tannis armor in there already. The last thing I want to do is deal with a flat tire within my first week of owning it. So I've got tannis armor in these guys already. I'm going to be adding flat out as well, just to kind of seal the deal about making these guys flat proof. But that's my go-to method: tannis armor and flat out, and then you should be good. No flats. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the 2000 watt hub motor gets you up hills really easily, and it also gets you to that 35 right out of the box. I didn't fully charge it. I got to 35 miles per hour, so I did hit those high speeds. That was pretty impressive, actually. I was not expecting it to, at least not like on a 75% charge, to be hitting those speeds. So you can hit those higher speeds, and at those higher speeds, you're going to be wanting some good stopping power. Going back to the disc brake thing, you want to at least have a 180 millimeter rotor. These 160s, I don't think can cut it, but that was pretty cool. Also, I didn't have to unlock the bike. There's no wire to cut. There's no limiter as far as I'm concerned. Well, I mean, as far as I'm aware, not concerned. I am a little concerned that there are no reviews on YouTube or Reddit. I can't find anything about, like, whoa, testing the throttle. I kind of just lightly tapped it, and you can hear that 2000 watt just wanted to go there. Luckily, it didn't fly out on me. I'm actually going to turn off the bike in case I do something stupid like that again. But yeah, a full in-depth review of this guy will be coming soon. Hopefully you guys like this video. If not, I get it. Shitty quality just off my phone. But yeah, $1,000 for this guy. What do you guys think?